Hey, good morning, everyone. Excuse me. Happy Saturday. Rob here from Southwest Florida Television. A bit of an overcast morning. It's going to be cloudy all day today. 71 degrees right now. Expecting a high of right up around 80 degrees today. The water temperature is 83. No red tide here at Del Nor-Wiggins. No red tide today at Del Nor-Wiggins. Got some little wave action out there. I am up in the north end of Area 2. The north end of Parking Lot 2. Nice little breeze blowing out here when I get out on the beach. That water is really churned up now. Really muddy looking from these waves. Not supposed to be any rain, but I tell you what, that sure looks like rain off the coast out there in the Gulf. Let's walk down the beach and see if we can find anything interesting. Who knows what these waves brought on shore through the night. Looks like it brought some seaweed on shore, that's for sure. These little birds just running in and out of the waves here. They're determined. High tide's at 10:30. 10:30 this morning, so you can see how high the water is coming already. It's going to be a pretty high tide. A high tide. How's that? Figure out which way the wind's blowing here. Right now the breeze has died down. When I first stepped out there was a little bit of a breeze. I'm just sinking down into the sand here as I'm walking along. It's really soft out here. Definitely looks like rain out there. Kind of hard to tell though until the sun comes up here. All right, as I turn around here, it feels like we have an offshore breeze, so that's good. Feels like the wind's coming from the east. And that's what we need, but yet we got these waves out here, which usually means the wind's coming from the west. So interesting. When I look at the trees, it looks like it's coming from the east. Maybe the northeast. Definitely, we're socked in here with the clouds this morning. All around. It'll be interesting to see if we find any shells on the beach here. If we do, they're going to be way up high on the beach up here. Clam shells, nice little clam shells all in this seaweed here. These make great little dishes, little bowls. Those are kind of small. You can find some really big ones here. I don't feel like digging through this seaweed, but a lot of times you can find some really interesting things in this seaweed if you dig through it. Not just shells, but all kinds of other things mixed up in here. Be careful too, there could be something alive in there when you're digging through it. Little crabs. Every morning is just so different when we come out here. Even though it's overcast and cloudy, I'm not complaining. Still nice to be out here. It's a great way to start the day, that's for sure. This is where we find one of our ospreys a lot of times, sitting up in this tree up. He just took off. He was up there. There he comes. Whoop! Right on cue. Right on cue. Just flew in and landed right up on that branch up there. right up there in the top left of the screen. Let me come around here and get a look at that one. Past it here. It's gonna be hard to see with the clouds behind it. Let's see. No, actually, there he or she is up there. That's one of their favorite spots, right up on that dead branch there. I only see one leg there. I don't know. Is she holding on with one or two legs? I can't tell there. Claws. It's hard to see in there. It's so dark. Beautiful though, those ospreys. Beautiful. They'll just sit there waiting for a fish. It's amazing how they can spot a fish out in these waves, but they do. That's a small one there. That's probably definitely a female. That one's really small. I'm pretty sure that's the one with the one leg. It's amazing how it can survive with one leg. I wonder if all those birds are going to be up there with these waves up in Area 4, up at Roy's Beach. Two little snowy egrets. It's amazing how they catch fish with these waves. They can actually spot the fish. The fish will roll in. As this water rolls in, the little fish will come in with it and they'll see them and just go for it. It's absolutely amazing. Look at those colors there. Getting some interesting colors. Not seeing very much though shell-wise. As far as seashells go, the beach is pretty empty here. That's usually what happens when it's rough like this. The waves, as the tide comes in and out, they just kind of scour the beach as they roll out. There's some shells up here along the high tide line, but they've been here for ages. But you never know. Like I say, you just never know what you're going to find. Stay optimistic. Maybe today will be the day I find a shark's tooth. Who knows? I've got to start looking more for those shark's teeth. I'm always looking for shells, and I'm not taking my time looking for the shark's teeth. And they are out here. People find them all the time. Some people find some really big ones out here too every once in a while. Up to the north of us, up towards Venice, that's a great beach for finding shark's teeth. Well, I seriously doubt we're going to see any dolphins out here this morning. It's going to be really hard seeing them surface out there. That doesn't mean they're not out there. Now we're starting to get a little light. A little sunlight out here. Wow, the beach is just so smooth right here in front of me. I'm looking here for shark's teeth, and there's so many little black shells, black stones on little black stones and shells. You know, you see something shaped like that, kind of is deceiving. See all those little black rocks down there? There's little black stones, like that's a piece of a broken shell right there. So you really got to train your eye to find those shark's teeth. There's a lot of things that look like them. Huh. Just not spotting any. Nothing's jumping out at me here. Dreary morning here in North Naples. Loving this wave action though. Love the sounds of those waves. There's a little fighting conch shell down here. There's a couple shells out here. Little Florida fighting conch. Oh, there's that breeze. Feels like it's coming almost from the northeast. Olive shell down there. That's a nice little olive shell. That's a nice olive right there. I think I'll keep it. I gotta go home with something. Nice little olive shell. Little lightning whelk over here. Seen better days. Little lightning whelk shell. Really dark here. It's kind of hard to see with the shadows. It's much easier to find the shells in the bright sunlight. Piece of a little shark eye. All these black little things here on the beach though. Why isn't one of them a big shark's tooth? I want to find a shark's tooth. There's a piece of a big, probably a big whelk inside of an old big whelk shell. A little worm shell down there. Wormy. That wind is kicking up now. Breeze is definitely starting to kick up. Our volunteers cleaning up the beach here. So sad, the trash that people leave out on our beaches. So disrespectful. Such a beautiful asset and people just trash it. Ooh, another really nice olive shell. Beautiful olive shell right here. That is a beauty right there. Wow. That's a really, really nice olive. wind to the southwest, and it's hitting me directly in the back, so it's coming out of the northeast. Really cloudy though. I say it's going to be cloudy all day today. See, there's something that when you look, you see that big triangle down there? That's got the shape of a shark's tooth. But that's a stone. That's actually a rock. I'm almost walking directly into the wind here. All the little sandpipers running around in front of me. They just kind of scatter as you walk by. Yeah, you want to respect the wildlife out here. The birds, don't just go charging through them. Don't let your kids chase after them. Please don't feed them. Don't feed any of the wildlife here at the park. There's a nice little worm shell down here. A nice little point on the end. Nice little wormy. Here's a nice little worm shell. Little whelk. Piece of a little whelk. Not much left of it there. Pretty worn down. Missing the top. Oh, here's another. What we got here? Oh, piece of a tulip. You know me and the broken shells. I can always find all the broken ones. Piece of a tulip shell. Banded tulip. See all of our feathered friends up here this morning. There we go. Piece of an apple murex. A piece of an apple murex shell. Boy, that breeze is really picking up. Give you a look around here. Starting to see a little color in the sky here to the east. Just a little bit. That sun's pretty much covered up here this morning. Looks like rain to me out there, but check the radar. Not supposed to get any rain today. Yesterday we had some pretty big piles of shells along the beach, and these waves have really knocked them down and spread them out. Still see quite a few fighting conchs. Beautiful shells, the fighting conchs. We're up in Area 4 now. Getting close to Roy's Beach, up there where the pines are. This is where all our birds were sitting the past few days. Right out here on this little piece of beach. Awful quiet this morning. Awful quiet. Some little sandpipers running around, some plovers, some willets. Again, high tide's going to be around 10:30. There's a piece of old sand dollar. Pretty big old sand dollar. Just an edge of it. That'd be the top of the sand dollar, the underside. You can find some really nice sand dollars here. Just make sure they're not alive when you take them home. When they're alive, you can tell. They look like they're fuzzy. You can see all their little feet moving around. A little color out there in the Gulf, just a little bit, not much. Seen quite a few pieces of worm rock on the beach. Seen our little wormy tips and little pieces of worm rock. That's some worm rock right there. That water's pretty cloudy from these waves here. No red tide though, but really see the bottom, especially without any sunlight here. It's supposed to be like this all day today. We might get a little glimpse at the sun once in a while, but not for long. I wonder where all those birds go on a day like this. All those terns we saw in those videos yesterday, I wonder where they go. Couple seagulls here. Here's one gull out in the water. Another couple seagulls over here on the beach. Some sandpipers, seagulls. Where's all the beautiful shells? I really thought these waves would bring some nice shells up onto the beach. Maybe a low tide. Low tide I think is around 4:30 today. Well, here we are, Area 4, the north end of Area 4, up by the pines, Roy's Beach. Here we are up at Roy's Beach. Roy's doing fine, everybody. He's always open for visitors if you come down. He's open for visitors. Stop by his house. It's going to be a while before he's back out on this beach. It's killing him. He misses this place immensely. Boy, there's just a pile of shells down here. They've been here for a while though, all these shells. But I'm sure there's still something somebody missed down there. Just takes patience to get down there in time, dig through it. Start sifting through them all. What is that? The top of something. Is that an old tulip? The top of an old tulip? Probably. That would have been a nice sized shell there. Look at that. Wow. Little sun there coming through. That's kind of neat looking inside there. Wow. That would have been a fun shell to find there. That would have been a nice size one. Lots of broken shells. The story of my life. Another broken one. Just enjoying walking along here, listening to the waves. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Anything exciting? There's a couple of great events going on around here this weekend. The Taste of Lee. Food Truck Wars tomorrow. That's a fun little event up at the Vanderbilt shops of Vanderbilt. I don't know what they call them, up at Airport Road and Vanderbilt Beach Road. Food Truck Wars tomorrow. We've had some more erosion up here at the north end of the park. I think I'm gonna spin around here and start heading back the other direction. Between the time I walked by there and when I passed by again, back where we started, who knows? These waves, they change everything. You never know what we're going to come across. Very, very quiet Saturday morning at the beach here. Very quiet. Of course, it's not the best beach weather. There's usually more people out here doing their morning beach walks and jogging on the beach. For some reason, it's really quiet. Had a nice little rainstorm here last night. Much needed rain. As we get into the winter months, it gets really dry down here in Southwest Florida. So we'll take every bit of rain we can get now. No rain in the forecast for today. However, it does look like there's rain out there in the Gulf. Amazing how much this beach changes, though. Earlier in the week when we were out here at low tide, I was standing way out there in the sand, on dry land out there. Now the tide's still on its way in here. Looks like our terns are up here. They must have realized I was out here with the camera. They didn't want to miss their moment of fame there. So they just flew in while I was up at the north end here. That's good news. I was wondering where they were. I don't see any of those black skimmers. Up here, these white birds, these are all terns. I think these are lesser terns. There's a couple pelicans flying by out there. Kind of hard to see against the dark sky. A couple more coming in from the left. Hard to see though. see them when they get higher there. There's 4 of them now. Here's our terns. These are the birds that we've seen in the videos that I've posted the past several days. I'm going to move up behind me here. Maybe not. See where if they come back here. Yep, here they come. You gotta walk really slow when you walk by them. Don't make any sudden movements to startle them. Give them some distance. Give them some space. This beach belongs to them, not us. Beautiful there with the water back there. Even though it's dark clouds, it's still beautiful. The waves. Not much sunlight here on the beach. There comes some more. Beautiful though, beautiful view here. It's looking to the north. Look at them all. Let's hope these people walk around them. Something spooked them. Let's see if they come back. They usually come right back. Wow. The birds. That's something. Wow. There's a seagull just over here staring at me. Right over there on the left. He's just like staring me down. Birds are awesome though. Oh, there they go again. Just love watching them fly around. Oh, they're just going right over top of me now. They go out in the Gulf, circle around, and they come back. slowly start coming back. Here they come. Just incredible. They're just coming right over my shoulder. And there they go again. Absolutely beautiful. It's just an incredible sight. I just stand here and they just fly all around me. This is my favorite part of the beach walks lately. I am like mesmerized by these birds. I'm hooked on them. Hooked on them, watching them. Some people getting a little too close. Look at that though, isn't that something? I could stand here all morning watching them. Listening to them, the waves, the birds. It's a couple seagulls, a couple gulls mixed in with them. There's one skimmer, one black skimmer. Where's that skimmer at? I saw him. Here he is over on the left. See that one black bird with the orange beak? That's a skimmer. Yesterday we saw a lot of skimmers out here. Kind of weird seeing one. And there he goes. He's going down to the end to be by himself. I don't know where all his buddies are. So cool. Go out in the water here and walk around them. There's probably some more going to be flying in here. They just come and go throughout the day. I just love watching them though. I hope you enjoy it too. Hope you enjoy these beach walks. We never know what's going to happen. We never know what each day is going to bring. Gorgeous out here though. Even though it's overcast, it's still beautiful. If you enjoy this, hit the share button. Little blue sky up there. blue sky, a few patches of blue. Nice. Actually getting a little blue up here too. Hey, if you enjoy these beach walks, and if you want to make a little contribution, it's always appreciated. Nobody pays me to come out here and do this. I enjoy doing it. I also try to educate our viewers here when I do find something that I know what it is on the beach. I try to let everybody know what it is, but I mean, primarily what I'm out here is I just want to update you, bring you updates on our beach here. I know a lot of our friends watching are from up north, and they do come down here occasionally and visit, so this is a great way to keep in touch with our beach here at North Naples at Belnor Wiggins. Right now though, no red tide. Still no red tide, fortunately. So that's good news. Make one more pass by all the birds here and continue down the beach. Watch those couple videos from yesterday of the birds. Just amazing. They're just flying all around me. Absolutely beautiful. Group of pelicans out there bobbing up and down on the waves. See them out there? Waiting for some fish to swim by, get their breakfast. Why those birds are they're just taking off, flying around and coming back. I'm actually quite a ways away from them. They all come back here. They're running in and out of the waves. Here they come. I just can't stop watching them. So cool. All right, time to head down the beach. back down to where we came from. We did see one of our osprey friends first thing this morning, almost right on command, right on cue. Right when I was saying, oh, the osprey's not here, boom, in it came. Right up to that branch we usually see it sitting on in the morning. That was neat. I believe it looked like the osprey with one leg. Our one-legged osprey. I don't know how a one-legged osprey can survive, because they got to hold on to a branch and perch and hold on to their food. I guess they adapt, just like one-legged people. Well, lots of little worm shells on the beach. Lots of little worm shells. There's a little moon shell. It's a little tiny shark eye. That's cool. I'm glad I found that. I'm glad I stopped here. I would have walked right by that if I didn't stop. That's looking at the worm shells. My gimbal spin around here. Sorry about that. When I point the gimbal straight down, it gets confused sometimes. But I was going to show you all these lots and lots of little worm tips. I mean, there's piles of them down here. Worm shells, worm tips. There's piles of them down here. All kinds of little things, all kinds of little shells, the things people bypass, like that little moon shell I just picked up. Boy, more pelicans are starting to show up out here in the water. Haven't seen any dolphins lately. Just been a little on the rough side for the dolphins to spot them. Here's a nice little conch. Boy, there's a beautiful little fighting conch shell. A little beautiful little fighting conch. Got some nice colors there. That's a nice one. I just looked behind me and I saw somebody just walking right through all those birds up there. Just no care whatsoever, no respect. Just plowed right through them all. That's what I call a jerk. Little patches of blue here and there. Not much though. Probably gonna be a gloomy day today here. We definitely are seeing an increase in people here in Southwest Florida. Our friends from the north are starting to return. Our winter visitors, aka our snowbirds. You can definitely tell when you're driving around town that folks are coming back. Naples is a very seasonal town. There's a little cockle shell down here. Well, a piece of a cockle shell anyway. Piece of a nice little cockle. Beautiful shells, the little cockle shells. End. Well, here's a piece of a pen shell. Pen, P-E-N. These are beautiful, beautiful, like an iridescent color on them. Kind of hard to see without the sun, but you get the idea there. Isn't that beautiful? It's just the tip of a pen shell. Really fragile. We started off down in Area 2 this morning, went up to the north end of Area 4. Just kind of a sombering beach walk this morning. Didn't see a lot of shells. We started out with seeing our osprey, one of our ospreys. Then we got to see the terns again this morning. That was nice, seeing all the terns up there on the beach. There hasn't been many people out here. Not as many walkers and joggers as usual. A little brighter than it was earlier, though. Definitely starting to brighten up there. Getting a few little streaks of blue in the sky here and there. A little pile of shells down here on the beach. I don't know, is there anything in there? What all is down here? There's so many beautiful little shells. Gorgeous little tiny seashells. All kinds of interesting things when you stop and look. a little snowy egret that just took off. I had a great morning though, just walking along, listening to the waves. Very peaceful. Great day to go to the Naples Zoo. Nice and cool. The cooler it is, the more active the animals are. And if you're a Collier County resident, today's free Saturday for Collier County residents. Free admission to the Naples Zoo if you're a Collier County resident. Make sure you have your proof of ID there. They do that the first Saturday of every month. Free admission for Collier residents to the Naples Zoo. Yeah, pretty much an empty beach this morning. That osprey's still up here from this morning. I'm sure it probably flew out a few times, but it's perched back up here in the same spot it was earlier. Right up, see it up there, right about in the center of the stream. I'll get a zoom in, but it's really hard. It's very contrasty here with that white, the gray clouds back there, but there it is. I believe that's the one-legged osprey. I think that's the one with only one leg. Hard to see under there. Come around. Problem is, the water is all the way up here onto the beach now. If I stand here in the surf, the sand just slips out from under my feet, washes out from under my feet, and I lose my footing. Yeah, I can't get a good shot of that osprey. To get a good shot is right where these waves are breaking. No, I'll try it. I'll try it. Ugh, just got soaked. Ugh, it's just washing the beach right out from under my feet here. Crazy. There's the osprey. I don't know if you can see its legs or not. Does it have one or two legs? Having a hard time standing here. Too bright behind it. Ugh. I fall on my face here. Sorry about that. I tried. I'm soaked there now. We should turn around. This rear end there. Can't tell from there. Its tail feathers are blocking its legs. I think that only has one leg. Only one claw gripping the branch there. I don't know if I can get any closer. Nope. Darn it. Maybe from here we can tell. One or two legs. Can anybody see? Really hard to hold it steady here. Well, we'll see it again on a nicer day, on a brighter day. Boy, the tide is really coming up here. Those waves are coming higher and higher. Morning. This is where we started this morning, the north end of Area 2. We started out on this boardwalk right up here on the left. Give you another look around here. Pretty gloomy. Love the sound of the waves out here in the morning. Really peaceful. Well, I hope you enjoyed this morning's beach walk. Remember, nobody pays me to come out and do this. If anybody wants to make a little contribution, it's always welcome and appreciated. You can find my PayPal account info in the description of this post a little later. Thank you to those who have sent a little something. Every little bit helps. I really appreciate it. It was great. People sending money to replace the gimbal. That was awesome. Be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Make sure you check out my photos and videos here. Hit the like and share button when you find something you like, so others can view it. Let's keep building up our little fan base here. Our followers and friends. We're not just followers, everybody here is friends. That's what is so neat about these beach walks. A lot of great friendships have been made right here on this Facebook page. That's really what it's all about. The beach is just the background for everybody to chat, to bring people together. There's 3 pelicans flying by. Kind of hard to see on this dreary day, but they're there. All right, remember you can always watch these videos in a little higher quality on YouTube later. I'll post a link in the description of this post for that. Well, have a wonderful Saturday. Keep it safe. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. God bless.